Hello, I'm Janet Gaskus. I'm Director of Communications at Millersville University. I'm here today with Jim Niquette from Water and Dr. Nadine Garner. Jim, could you start off and tell us about your time in the Peace Corps? What was that like?
Sure. I graduated from university. I went to the University of Notre Dame, and I had a business finance degree. So I did what most people do back then in the middle 70s. I went out and looked for a job. I found a job and worked with IBM and technology for about a year. And then I realized that I had an opportunity in my life and a window was open for me to do other things. I always wanted to go to Africa, and so I applied for the Peace Corps. And when you apply for the Peace Corps, what happens is they give you a couple of options when they think they found something that might fit what you want. And one of my options was to go to Liberia, which is on the west coast of Africa. And it was a job with the Ministry of Local Government, and so that fit pretty well. It was a water and sanitation job. I didn't know anything about water and sanitation, but it was a good match, so I thankfully had been presented that opportunity, and so I took it.
Tell us about Ghana. What's the country like? What are the people like?
Sure. Yeah, Africa in general, you have 40 plus countries. And so if you liken it to the United States, Ghana is 24 million people. It's approximately the size of Minnesota. And like in the United States, if you live in Wisconsin, you're different than if you live in Illinois. And if you live in Pennsylvania, you're likely to be different than someone who's living in New York City. And Africa is very similar. So you have countries which not only have different personality types and different cultures, but you have to overlay that with tribes, and people have allegiance to their various tribes. And then you have different personalities. The Ghanaians are very, very peaceful. They're very non-confrontational. People often refer to Ghana as Africa for beginners. They refer to it that way because Ghana is English speaking. It's peaceful. They've gone through 4 consecutive elections. The last election was very close. Less than the winner had 50.23%, and the losing party had 49.77%. And the winning party was not in power, and the losing party walked away. And they have been doing this for about 20 years now. So it's a very peaceful place that speaks English, and the people are just incredibly friendly.